welcome to Trigger Point Pilates Yoga and Balls session. So today we will focus a little bit on releasing tight hips. So starting off, we'll need a roller and a couple of gripper balls and maybe your small towel. And then we'll move into some lovely yoga poses which will help to release around the pelvis and the sacrum, so getting rid of any stagnant energy and also helping to solve a multitude of sins. As you know, I always say, your pelvis is your central station. Everything in your body leads off from that. So if you release around the pelvic area, not only does it positively benefit your mood, but it also helps to realign and readjust everything else in your body, especially if you've got other, tight areas sort of around your neck or your back or even your knees. Releasing the pelvis can be super duper for that. All right, my loves? So let's start together, lying on the foam roller. You can just pop your balls to one side. And make sure that your sacrum and your head are both supported. Bend your knees. Just rest your arms somewhere by your side. Now, I feel pretty good this morning, but if you feel that your chin is pointing up towards the ceiling and you're tight in your neck, take your folded towel and place it underneath your head. So that will give you some length down your cervical spine, give you some proper alignment there. Just close your eyes and feel what's going on this morning or whatever time it is. Beautiful morning here. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning here in Florida. It's like the best time to work out before it gets too crazy hot. I'm swaying a little bit from side to side. And don't forget, feel free to just readjust on your roller if and when you need to. Just allow your back to be soft, okay? So avoid pressing anything down, leave your abs out of it for a second. And then start to make circles with your arms. You can start small, just circling your shoulders. I'm really going for it right away. I love this. It's almost like doing a backstroke through the water, yeah? Take your time and think about moving your limbs through water, yeah? So not too fast, keep it nice and smooth. So it gives you time just to really allow everything just to move, feel, readjust. I love this for the scapula. Really helps me, especially first thing in the morning when I'm feeling a little bit stiff and tense from a night's sleep. And then take your circles the other way. And really feel that lovely stretch across your chest as your arms are low to the ground. Keep moving with your breath. And then rest your arms down. And your palms facing to the floor. That always helps with balance right in the beginning as you're warming up. Slide one foot all along the floor till that leg is straight. Flex your foot, let it hang out there. I like to give it a little bit of a shake. And just feel. So you've got that nice stretch. You can drop your abs a little bit here. Drop them down, drop your rib cage. So you feel a stretch from your toes, up your leg, up your hip flexor, the front of your abdominals, your chest. And then draw that leg back in. Other leg, slide it long. Flex your foot. Give it a little shake. Feel. And then pull that leg back in. Good. Take a deep breath in. Reach both arms up and overhead. The arms do not have to touch the floor. They can hover. And then exhale, pull your palms down towards your thighs. So breathe in, open. You'll feel your chest lift up. And then exhale, this time push your heels down as you do that. Tilt your pelvis. Feel your back lengthen. Your abs will kick in here. Breathe in, open. Exhale, pull through. Now, this might be enough for you, but if you wanted to, you can add on. So breathe in, open. Exhale, pull pull through to your abs. Tilt your pelvis. You can lift your head and shoulders up off the roller like you're doing a little crunch. And then melt back down. Just release it. Breathe in, open. Exhale, pull through. Lower down, melt. Breathe in, open. And exhale, pull through. Gorgeous. Lower everything down. Resettle. Good. Then exhale. Lift one leg up. Keep your knee bent. Your foot above the line of your knee. And then you can pull that leg in towards you. Same hand as leg. If you feel that you have your balance and you want to. You feel your back lengthen. Let it go. Yeah, let it loosen. Let it lengthen on the roller. You're making yourself taller. And go ahead and let go of that leg. Lower it to the floor. Exhale, lift the other leg. Hold on behind your thigh. Pull that leg closer. You're going to feel your chin pull to your chest here too with any luck. And then use your abs as you let go. Lower that foot down with control. First leg, go ahead. Lift it up. Hold on behind your thigh. Be sure that your other hand is flat on the floor for balance. And then maybe open that other knee of the foot that's on the floor. If you feel wibbly wobbly, it's okay. Use your hand for balance here. And just allow that leg to turn out to where it feels right. Yep, so it doesn't have to be forced out to the side. Just gently open. Feel what's happening around your pelvis and your hips. Press both hands down to the floor. Extend your raised leg. And then very slowly with control, lower that leg down towards the floor. Now take your time. Use your abdominals here. Drop your abs. Drop your rib cage. Once that foot hits the floor, flex it. And pull your heel back in. Bring your other knee that's to the side back up to center. Good. And then raise that leg. Exhale, lift. Maybe pull it closer. Turn your opposite knee diagonally out to the side. Take a moment here just to feel. Breathing, always coming back to your breath. Rest your hands down on the floor. Extend that lifted leg. And very slowly lower it down to the ground. Drop your abs, drop your rib cage. Feel your lumbar spine pressing into the compression. Once your foot is all the way down, flex it. Feel that stretch. And pull your leg back in. Gorgeous. Reset your feet, reset yourself. Reach your arms up, breathe in. And then scissor your arms. So one hand goes towards your thigh, the other hand goes overhead. And then as you breathe, just scissoring your arms. And you can stay perfectly still. Or with me, you can maybe press your heels down as you switch your arms. Feel your back lengthen. And then let it go for one switch. Play with it. Yeah? Good. Let's do a couple more changes here. Rest both arms down. Bring your feet in closer to you. Be sure they're hips width apart. Press your heels down. Fan your toes off the floor. Tilt your pelvis like you're doing a little tuck. Pull your abdominals in. Squeeze your seat. And then if you want to, you can lift your hips off the roller or you can keep them down and just squeeze your glutes. Feel that stretch from your knees, up your thighs, your hip flexors, your abs. Chin's coming closer to your chest. And then lower down one vertebrae at a time. Really melt at the bottom. Let everything go. Let your bum go. Let your feet go. Just relax. And again, tilt, press, squeeze. Exhale, lift. And lower smoothly. Melt at the bottom. Let it go. One more time. Press, squeeze, lift up, and lower down. have a little sway side to side. You probably feel some warm spots down your spine. That's normal. Good, and then very carefully you're going to come off that roller and place it to one side. And it's time to find your balls. Time to find your balls, friends. Alright, so 2 purple balls. Place them right in the juicy part of your glutes. Keep your knees bent as you lie down. And it's your choice. Feel free to adjust them, move them around to where it feels right. You may want them in closer. You may want them out further apart from each other. If you need your towel under your head, go for it. Open your feet to about the width of your yoga mat. And then take your knees from one side and to the other. Now take your time. Moving slowly. Recruit your abs here. So pull your abs in. So your back. Your abs work as a protector for your back, yes? Your core is so important to keep everything in your torso safe and aligned while you move your legs around, your arms around. So here, as you move side to side, really pull your abs in. You'll feel your low back lengthen. Just moving slowly, feel, it's like a little massage in your booty. Spots in there, it's just tuning into that parasympathetic system, just telling it to let go. Good, and then bring your knees back to center when you're ready. Always feel free to readjust your purple balls if you need to. Exhale, lift one leg up, hold on behind your thigh, pull that leg closer to you. Now, here you can probably feel that your back easily lengthens because you readjusted on the foam roller. But keep holding that leg here, the other knee. Allow it to turn out and then bring it back in. Turn it out and bring it back in. One more time, turn it out. If you don't have to go far, just feel there. Keep holding on to your top leg if you can. Slide your bottom foot along the floor. Keep it turned out till that leg is straight. Pull your abs in. Flex your foot. Turn your leg parallel. You can let go of your leg and reach one or both arms overhead. Maybe extend that top leg. And then pull your flexed foot back in towards your starting position. Draw your arms down. Bend your top knee. Lower your foot to the floor. Other leg. Exhale, lift. Hold on behind your thigh. Just breathe here. Let that back give. Yes, we want to hold on to it. We want to be rigid. Let it go. Allow there to be movement. Turn your other knee out. And pull it back in. Turn it out. Pull it back in. Once more, turn it out and hold it there. Slide that foot long. And then flex your foot. Turn your leg parallel. Let go of your lifted leg. Reach one or both arms overhead. Maybe extend that top leg. You don't have to, but you can if you wish. And then pull your bottom heel back in. Draw your arms down. Bend your top knee. And lower your foot to the floor. Great, friends. Bring your balls up a little higher so they're right in your sacrum, above your glutes, below your waist. And again, they can be in closer, they could be out a little bit wider. And just sway your hips side to side here. I like to do little lateral figures of 8 with my hips. Beautiful massage. Nice release right around that low back area, which is problematic for me at the moment. Funny how, you know, you go for weeks feeling okay and then you get a funny sore spot in one place and it stays for a while and then you get rid of it and then it goes to somewhere else in your body. I think that's just me getting old. Alright, my lovelies, bring your hips to center. Make sure your feet are about hips width apart. Rest your arms down. Exhale, lift one leg up, keep your knee bent and about above the line of your hip. So not too close to you, think of it more upright, point your toes, and then just very gently and slowly first, moving from side to side. So across your body, out to a diagonal. Take your time, like you're moving through water. And again, as you're moving, if you want to take the balls out wider on your back, you can. So you feel your weight transferring from one pickleball to the other. Yes. A little bit more pressure on one side, and then shifting to the other side. And just telling all those little tight spots just to let go, just to release. Keep coming back to your breath. Wonderful. The next time you cross over your body, cross your legs, cross your thighs. Good. And then I'm going to take that ball out a little wider on that side, and then just gently massage there. So your weight is on one of the crinkle balls mostly. A little rock back and forth. If you'd like to go deeper, same arm as top leg, take it to a high V, close to your head, and you can look out towards your extended fingers. So you feel you're really lengthening those frontal fascial lines of your body while you're releasing around your low back. Another breath. Bring your head to center, lower your arm down, bring your knees back overhead, uncross, and lower your foot. Use your abs every time you lower your leg or your foot. Exhale, lift that other leg, knee above the line of the hip, keep it bent, and gently, windscreen wipers. Oop, I gotta move your balls, friends. There we go. But do you feel how there's some openness happening, movement in your hip joints? Yes, you're increasing the mobility there. It's getting all that fluid moving so that your joints stay nice and healthy and lubricated. Really, just allow your back to move. Yes, you don't have to stay perfectly still with your torso. I'm swaying a little bit from side to side. Let it happen. And the next time you take your leg across your body, go ahead and cross your legs. Keep moving over to that side. A little massage. Woo! Good. Wonderful. You can take the same arm as top leg out to a high V, look towards those fingers. Another breath. Bring your head back to center, your arm, bring your knees back, uncross your legs, use your abs, lower your foot. Take the balls away, just feel for a moment. Hopefully you feel like your bum and low back are just sinking down to a hole in the floor. All right, my lovelies, let's just release the quads and up in the hip flexors. Okay, so you can just roll over onto your tummies. Balls will go right in the middle part of your thighs, somewhere between your knees and your hip joints. And then you can rest your forearms down. Keep your head as straight as you can, unless you're a head to the side kind of person, and that's okay. Just make sure that you switch the turn of your head when we switch legs. All right. Flex your toes a little bit so you feel them on the ground. Gently sway from side to side. Just to give your legs a little massage here. Release those quads. So tight quads can pull on the knee joints and also up around the hips. So it's very beneficial just to loosen those puppies up. Bring your hips back to center using one leg only. Hamstring curl, exhale, flex your foot, and then lower your foot down. hamstring curl point, flex, and lower. Hamstring curl point, flex, lower. One more time, hamstring curl, keep the foot pointed, turn the knee to the side so the ball is adjusting to that inner thigh muscle, and gently massage. So just moving that leg to the side and back. Moving with your breath. One more. And bring your leg back to parallel, flex your foot and lower it. Other leg, hamstring curl, flex and lower. Hamstring curl, flex, lower. Hamstring curl, flex, lower. Last time, hamstring curl, keep it pointed, turn that leg to the side. Doesn't have to go high, just do to where it feels comfortable. So again, you're increasing that range of mobility in your hip joints as you gently massage your inner thigh muscles. One more. Bring your leg back to parallel, flex your foot, and lower that foot down. Now take the balls higher, so they're coming up into your hip flexor area, right at that crease, right at your groin, either side of your pubic bone. And again, just rest down. Now it's your choice here. You could point your feet, you could flex your feet. Feet flex is a little bit more pressure there, so just be gentle. Just depends what you have going on. If you have sensitivity in your hip flexors, maybe rest the tops of your feet on the ground. And again, gently sway side to side. Always coming back to the pace of your breath. Make your inhales as equal to your exhales as you can. Good. Bring your hips to center. Just reach your forearms out either side of you, long on the floor. I'm going to flex my toes now. It's personal choice. You can keep the tops of your feet down if you prefer. And breathe in. Press against the ground with your forearms. Little raise up of your chest even, and avoid throwing your head back. You'll feel more compression right in your hip flexor area, and then lower down smoothly. Breathe in. Little baby cobra, lift. Exhale, lower. Breathe in, lift. And exhale, lower. Good. And then carefully just come over to one side. Come and lie on one of your sides. The ball is going to go, here's your IT band right in your TFA, and the other one just above your knee if you want it. Yeah, so try the hip one first. That might be enough for you. If you'd like extra, avoid the patella, the knee bone, just come on the side of the thigh there. Keep both knees bent and just gently massage. Use your hands like a kickstand, gently rocking forwards and back. If you need a little bit more pressure there to release, you can come down onto your forearm. Be aware of what's going on in your neck, so avoid tensing everything up here. That kind of defeats the object, right? So pull your shoulders down, keep your neck long. Nice, steady breathing. Again, this is a great release for around the knees, around the quads, the hips. Friend on my mat. One more breath. Good. and then carefully coming off. Just take a moment to compare sides. This leg feels longer than the other one. Let's do the other side. So again, up high, side of the hip. You can place your lower ball down there if you wish. And then gently rocking forwards and back with your breath. And come down onto your forearm if you want to. Take another breath. Wonderful. Just release it, coming off. Beautiful. So now moving into the yoga section. Hopefully this will feel delicious because you've loosened up everything around your back and your hips. Just have a slurp of my tea. Cheers, friends. Starting in child's pose. So bring your toes together, open your knees to a comfortable position, reach your arms long, and take a moment here. Yes, I like to sway my hips a little bit from side to side just to ease into this. Push your palms into your mat, press them forward, pull your shoulders down your back. That will create a bit more length. This should feel pretty easy breezy after all the readjustment and realigning that we've done. And then press your forehead down to the floor and then push up on the yoga mat so that you create a little crease between your eyebrows. Nice steady breaths. One more, breathing in. Exhaling out. And come onto all fours. Spread your fingers out wide, keep your knees hips width apart. Breathe in, lower your belly, lift your chin slightly for cow position, and then exhale, push against the floor, pull your belly button up tight, cat. And keep moving with your breath. And you can make this movement as big as you want to, or small. So if you want to join me, I'm going to really sit back with my hips when I do cow. Pull up tight with cat, and maybe move the hips from side to side. Yes, it's so good to move your back, your spine. It's not very often that we get to do that, so take advantage. One more round. And then come to a neutral position, curl your toes under, lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Stay here for a second. Be sure your index or your second finger in is pointing forwards. Wrap your triceps out and around, pull your shoulders down your back so you've got lots of space in your neck, give your head a shake. Bend one knee and push your hips up towards the ceiling. Bend the other knee. Good. Reach both heels down towards the floor. Go ahead and lift your left leg up. Bend your knee. Really open your hip here. Keep equal in both palms of your hands. And then find some circles with that leg, with your hips, with your ankles, if the circles of the hips are too much. One more. Extend that leg. Breathe in. Exhale, bringing that foot forwards. Step between your hands, low lunge. Be sure that your foot lines up, your ankle lines up underneath your knee for safe alignment. Put your back knee down, uncurl your toes, and then bring your hands to the inside of your left foot. You can walk that left foot out to the side for a little bit. So moving into lizard posture. It's a beautiful hip opener. If you would like your blocks here, go ahead and take them now so you can come up a little bit higher out of this stretch. Nice deep breaths. If you'd like a deeper quad stretch here, you can bend your right knee, lift up and around with your left hand, and reach for your right foot. Open up your chest, breathe. One more breath. Good, and then coming back to center, place your hands down, walk your left foot in a little bit, stepping back into a downward facing dog. Take a moment here just to adjust, draw your shoulders firmly down your back. And then lift your right leg up, bend that knee, open your hip, find some circular motion. Press firmly down with both hands, keep your abs drawn in tight. We're still working to protect your back. Straighten your leg, breathe in. Exhale, pull that knee forward, step between your hands, low lunge. Check the position of your front foot under your knee. And then place that back knee down, uncurl your toes. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot and walk it out, lizard pose. Take a moment here. If you want to sway from side to side, be my guest, just be gentle. Good. And then if you'd like to go deeper, you can bend your left leg, reach back for your foot, open your chest, and breathe. Woo! So intense in the quads and the hip flexors. Another breath. Good. Go ahead and let go. Carefully coming back to center. Walk that foot in. Curl your back toes under. Downward facing dog. Find your strength again. Maybe bend both knees. Press your chest towards your thighs. And then straighten your legs. Keep your head in line with your spine. Lift your left leg up. Breathe in. Exhale, bring that knee forwards. You're coming to a half pigeon pose. Alright, so bend that front knee. Be sure that your back knee, your right knee points down towards the floor, all 5 toes down towards the ground. If you wanted to put a little bit of cushioning underneath your left hip, feel free to do that so you avoid dipping into that side. And it's your choice. Your front foot can be forward in a right angle position with your knee, or you can join me with your foot closer towards your groin. Breathe in, open your chest, and exhale. If you'd like to go further forward, you can. You can stay upright, you can stay here, you can bring your hands down to the floor. Keep internally rotating your right extended leg. Oh, I love this stretch. Beautiful release, not just for the hips, but also down the side of the left thigh, the left hip muscles. Every time you exhale, feel yourself surrender a little bit more to this position. It's a challenging one, I know. One more breath. Good, and then carefully coming up, placing your hands down, curl your back toes under, use your abs, your arms, lift up, coming back to downward facing dog. Right leg goes up, breathe in, exhale, bring that leg forward, coming to pigeon pose, turn your left knee down, all 5 toes down towards the ground, breathe in, lengthen, exhale, stay here or go further. Nice deep breaths. Just surrender. You're telling your parasympathetic nervous system, your muscles, your joints that it's okay. It's time to let go. One more breath. Wonderful. Slowly coming up. Press your hands down. Use your abs, your legs, curl your back toe under. You're coming back to downward facing dog. Good. Maybe bend your elbows and push against the floor. Lift your heels high. Inhale, gaze forward. You can hop or step towards your hands, outside edge of them, towards the outside edge of your mat. And you're coming into Malasana pose. Alright, so take your time here. You can lift one heel up and the other. Always have your blocks handy if you need them. So you can place them underneath your perineum. Give you a little extra lift here. And then when you're ready, you can just settle in with your heels drawing towards the floor. If that's too much, you can always put a rolled towel or some cushioning underneath your heels. If you've got your heels all the way down, then press back onto that outer edge of your foot. Bring your hands to a prayer position and turn to face you just a little bit so you can see. Lots of length through your spine. This Malasana is such a great pose. It's wonderful, not just for your hips. It also helps to improve your digestive system. So really sets you up nicely for the day. It's a good one to do. Right, keep your neck nice and long. Breathe in and feel like you're trying to pull your inner thighs in towards each other. So you're pushing against your elbows, and then when you exhale, release it and use your elbows to press your inner thighs back. Good, so breathe in, squeeze, pull your inner thighs towards each other with resistance, and then exhale, let it go. And your feet, as your hips open up, maybe you need to change your hand position. I make fists with my hands. Breathe in. Exhale, open. Breathe in. Exhale, open. One more. Breathing in. Exhale, open. Good. And then just place your hands on the floor. Turn your feet parallel as you lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Walk your feet in a little closer so that underneath your hips. Bend your knees a lot. Bring your chest to your thighs. So bend your knees nice and heavy so you can achieve that a nice lengthening sensation down your back. You can hold on to opposite elbows. Maybe have a little sway from side to side. Keep your head and neck nice and loose. Maybe say yes and no. Good, and then release your hands. You can keep your knees really soft, or you could find some length in your legs, up to you, and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Wonderful. Draw your shoulders up, back and down, and then turn and face me. Step out nice and wide. Star pose. Reach your arms out. Breathe in, and exhale. Bend your knees, coming into Goddess. Yep, so just come to a depth that feels nice for you. Rest your hands on your thighs. Breathe in, and then pull your right shoulder forwards. Yeah, press against your legs so you're opening up your hips here, but you're getting a nice little twist down your back. Feels yummy around your lumbar spine. Breathe in, come to center. Exhale, pull your left shoulder forward. Use your hands against your inner legs. Breathe in, open. Exhale, shoulder dip. Breathe in, open. And exhale, shoulder dip. Wonderful. Come back to center. Breathing in. Reach your arms up. Turn your toes to face forward. Prasarita, Padottanasana. And place your hands on your hips. Lift your chest. Exhale, folding forwards. Now you can put your hands on blocks, you could reach for the floor, you could even take a hold of your big toes. If you need to widen your stance here, like me, feel free to do that. Breathe in, lengthen your spine, keep your neck long as you do that, so tuck your chin, and exhale, fold a little deeper. Take your time. Ultimately, your aim here is to get the top of your head down towards the floor. Now shift your weight forward if you feel that your hips are pulling back. Then pull forwards. Yes? A lot safer, gentler for your hamstrings, gives you a more efficient stretch as well. Safe alignment. Another breath. Good. And then just release your hands on the floor. Step your feet back to downward facing dog. Step them behind you. Good. Draw your shoulders actively down your back. Inhale, lift your heels high, gaze forward. Hop or step, however you can, so that you can come to a seated position. Bend your knees. Roll down slowly. Keep your knees bent. And then take your left leg, flex your foot and place it on your right thigh above the line of the knee. This may be enough, or if you'd like to go deeper, bring your right foot off the floor, flex both feet. You can hold on behind your right thigh. You could hold on in front of your right shin. And then use your left elbow to press. As you pull that right leg towards you, press your left thigh even more to the side as you breathe. Avoid throwing your head back, so think lengthen your lung in your cervical spine, so drawing your chin towards your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, pull that leg a little closer. Good, then release your leg. Lower that right foot down if it's lifted. Cross your left leg over your right thigh more. And then you can keep your legs where they are. I like to bring mine in a little closer. Supine twist. So taking it over to the right hand side. If you want to pick up your hips to help you do that, feel free. And your choice what you do with your arms. Your left arm can be out straight. You can cactus your arms. And have my right hand on my outside of my left thigh just to deepen that release in the low back. Another deep breath. Wonderful. Carefully release. Bring your knees back up to center. Unhook your leg. And then lift your right foot up. Flex it. Place it on your left thigh. You can stay here or go for the reclining figure four. Pull that leg in closer. Steady breathing. Watch the placement of your head. Keep both feet flexed here, especially that foot that's on your thigh. It helps to keep your knee in correct alignment. One more breath. Let go of that leg, lower your foot, cross your legs fully, and then take your knees over to the left. Your choice, what you do with your arms and your head. Coming back to the pace of your breath. Another deep breath. And then bring everything back to that central position. Unhook your leg. And bring your foot down. Now your choice, my lovelies. Right now, you could extend your legs, rest your arms by your side, turn off this video, and take up to 5 minutes or so for Shavasana. Just really releasing everything before you continue on with your day or your evening. Or if you would like to join me, stay, bring your knees to your chest, hold on behind your thighs, bend your elbows out to the side, and then draw your nose towards your knees. If you're okay, this feels great for you, you can rock and roll. If that's not comfortable, for whatever reason, you can just carefully roll to one side and meet me in a seated position. Feel your abs taking over. Do one more rock coming up. Hold it in Navasana in boat pose for a tad. Extend the legs. They don't have to be straight. Keep a soft bend in them. Just feel your abs working. Maybe let go with your arms. Lift your chest. Feel powerful here. Another deep breath. Good. And then exhale. Let that go. Extend your legs forward. Flex your feet. I always like to have a little bit of space between my legs because it makes my hips happy. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Reach whatever you can, whether it be thighs, shins, feet, toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more breath. Breathe in. Exhale. Good. Slowly coming on up. Come and find yourself in easy pose, Sukhasana. Sit up nice and tall. Draw your shoulders up, back and down. And with me, take a deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, really push that air out. Nice energizing breaths. Again, deep breath. Fill up. Bring your hands together, your palms together. Draw them down in front of your heart center. Good. I hope that feels lovely for you. You feel nice and released around your low back, your glutes, your pelvis, your hips. Just removing any negative emotion there. Loosening everything up to start your day nicely, or to continue your day nicely, or to even release any tension at the end of the day. It all works. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Here's to a great new week. Namaste.